Yeah guys, you can see I have a problem with my off-grid system, and it's a little bit annoying one. You know, we were talking about it just a few weeks ago, if I should keep this running or not, and yeah, it's again another problem. And the problem, it is understandable what is happening. The inverter is switching into fault code 7, and fault code 7 means overload condition. So actually I didn't want to do anything here on the system anymore, because all your recommendations also went into that way. I have already ordered new equipment to replace all of this. It will take quite some time until it will arrive, so we have to still tackle this problem. Let me show you what it is and what we can do about this. Yeah, in my video about this off-grid solar system, I told you I also had a change on the load side of the installation, and it was a new pool pump. So this pool pump here is more powerful than the old one. The old one never caused any problems, but this one does. So the problem with the overload condition is that the pool pump is just having a much higher inrush current than the old one, and it is stripping the inverter protection. So this is unfortunate, and it needs to be, of course, tackled. I cannot do anything against it other than move this circuit away from the off-grid system, and then the whole off-grid system does not have any purpose anymore during the day. So that makes absolutely no sense. We still have to wait for the new equipment. It will take at least a month, maybe even 2, until it will all arrive, because the new inverter will come together with the batteries, and this is coming via the sea. So yeah, the solution is to get a soft starter for this motor. I will just now look what I can get here in Thailand. So just give me a few days and I will be back with you then. Morning guys, it's 4 days later. Yesterday afternoon I got a package, and this is what I've got. Yeah, it's a soft starter module. Many of you might even know it already. I bought it here from an online store in Thailand, but you can get this nearly on any online platform all over the world. Of course, if not, then at AliExpress, but I also found it, for example, on Amazon. So this is a 2 kilowatt soft starter. My motor is 1.8 kilowatts, and this should get rid of my inverter overload. The name of this device is SSR-60WA-R1. SSR stands for solid state relay, so it is a fully electronic unit. There is no contactor inside of this. Many of the soft starters, they will use contactors to make the final connection after they finish with the current throttling, but this one will then make a connection via solid state relay, which is usually a triac or a thyristor, as they are called, right? 60 stands probably for a 60 amp thyristor, which is built in here. So there is a bit of a buffer to the maximum current. Being it a full electronic unit gives you the advantage that you can set some parameters, and there's 2 here which you can set. One is the starting voltage, which is somewhere between 0 and 50% of the nominal voltage, and the second parameter is a timer between 0 and 30 seconds until which all the startup process shall take, right? So I have set this because my motor is an induction motor, somewhere to 30% of the nominal voltage to start with, because going lower I think makes no sense, because the motor does not have then any power to even start to spin the rotor. So 30%, and then I've set somewhere around 20 seconds for all the starting process to be completed. We will see how this will work out. At the back side there is a massive steel plate. It's also quite heavy, the unit, because this should be cooled. I know this also, I have the experience with my solid state relays which I used at the Powerwall. They got quite hot and even started melting off the case. They didn't fail, but yeah, you can generate quite some heat with some such solid state relays. They also do sell some heatsink for this, even with a fan attached to it. I decided not to buy it because I want to cool this differently. I will install this into a steel cabinet, and I have installed an aluminium plate there already where this will then come on it. So that's why I have a heatsink compound here also. So I think that the heat will just dissipate on that aluminum plate first, and then will be transferred to the steel cabinet, and that will be as good as a heatsink. But before we even installing this, we are going to check the status quo now. So I have here my clamp meter. We will try and find out how much of a surge current this induction motor is using up when it started, and then we can compare later on after the installation of the soft starter how it's looking like that. So why does the inverter have problems now and before I did not have it? Well, first I thought that the difference between the two motors, my old one and the new one, is not that big, but I saw now the new one is a 1800 watts motor, which is around 2.3 horsepower. This motor just in nominal condition pulls already almost 500 watts more than the old one, and that means of course that the surge current is probably more than 2000 watts or even 3000 watts higher than it was before. And the inverter, it can surge a little bit at the beginning of course, but 4000 watts surging up to 8000 watts for a few seconds might not be enough to start this motor here, right? So let's go outside and check at the pool pump there how much of a surge current we are pulling, and then we will install this starter and check again. I have switched the transfer switch to the grid inside the power room so that we don't have some kind of strange behavior from the inverter coming. So we will see how much current this will now pull when we just start directly without a soft starter. Okay, in order to start a motor I have to find the on position of the timer. Yeah, and that was our first start. We had a maximum of 35 amps. 35 amps, that is somewhere around 8000, if I'm correct. So that is really above the 8000 the inverter can actually provide. I told you already, here I've installed an aluminium plate, which is transferring the heat to the steel cabinet. I'm going to install the soft starter now. So we have input and output, and then we just wire it up and then we can check how the result will be with the soft starter. I've put plenty of heatsink compound on the steel plate here. So let's put the meter at the same wire as before. So this is this one, and try to start it. So as I said, we are starting with around 30% of nominal voltage, which is around 70 volts, and the process will take 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, start. Wow, this was quite nice. We only pulled 18 amps for all the startup process maximum. What I did not like, I think you might have noticed it, was that the startup process actually took too long. The pump was like hanging on a little bit of a low speed for some time. So I will actually reduce the timer to maybe 15 seconds. So now we are in the mid position of the timing trimmer, and I think I will also increase the voltage a little bit because it took some while until the pump even started running. So maybe around 40%. Okay, that felt to me a little bit better, but it also took 4 amps more. Which of the two parameters should we change in order to go back around the 18 amps? I think we go with the voltage. So I'm back at 30% voltage. 18.7 amps. So yeah, you saw it, we have nearly halved the inrush current. So from around 8000 watts, which is definitely over limit of my inverter, we pulled it down to 17 amps, which is around 4000 watts. So there should be no issue. It's not wasted money anyways, because I will get new equipment. This is good for the next inverter, of course, as well, when the inrush current is kept in check. So you see, quite a useful piece of equipment. It has cost me around $35. The price is variable by the amount of power it can handle. So the lowest one starts with 1 kilowatt and it goes up to 6 kilowatt. As I said, if you're looking for something like this, you will surely find it somewhere, or otherwise you can get it from AliExpress. I will put a link there, but this is not affiliated or anything, because I just had to buy it because I needed it right away. Okay, I think this is a very good result. I hope you also found it interesting what we did today. So please comment on the down, like the video, and thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.